So I threw my cylinder, shaped it a little bit, but now I need to make sure it's ready for me to actually let it come off of the bat. So first I'm going to clean up the lip, and I've got a piece of paper towel, just a little section of it. I folded it in half, but I'm going to dip it in water, get the bulk of the water off of there, and I'm folding it in half. I'm just going to cup that over the lip. That's going to make that lip really nice and smooth. But I also don't want to forget what's going on down here. A lot of people don't remember to trim the bottom, and that's where a lot of excess clay is, and it tends to look sloppy and cracked, and it's just a sign of poor craftsmanship if you don't clean that up. You can do that right away, and I'm going to just because of time's sake, but generally you want to make sure that you wait until it sets up a little bit and gets on the soft side of leather, hard at least. Now you can either use the turning tool, or you can use one of these wedged wooden tools. Either one of them work. Gotta admit, at home I use one of these. So this is the turning tool though, and you kind of think of it as an arm on a record player. You brace it on the wheel head or the splash pan back here, and I'm going to slowly bring that across and scrape some of that clay off of there. Okay, so I'm cutting away some of my excess. I want to make sure I keep that really braced. Then I'm going to just show you that this is a little bit different. Same basic thing, but I use the angle of that and I trim. Again, this is best done when it's on the leather hard side. So you can see that that looks a lot more finished. Scrape a little bit off the bat there. And that also removed a lot of my excess weight. Okay, now, if I'm done with it for the day, regardless of what stage it is, I'm going to write my name in the slip that's on the bat, and then if you need me to cover it some, you can put it on the black wire rack above the wet cabinets, or you can just put it in the wet cabinets. Be careful, the wet cabinet is not that deep, it's not 2 full bats deep, so you got to be careful that you don't jam that into the side of somebody else's. You also need to make sure that there's no water inside. If you leave water inside overnight, it actually will dissolve your pot. See how much better that looks with that trim though? So much better. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside for right now, and I'm going to go ahead and clean up my wheel.